Hey everyone, thanks for being with us. I'm Lisa Hughes. This is a WBZ News Update. Karen Reed's defense team says another juror has come forward to reveal that jurors voted unanimously to acquit her on charges of murder and leaving the scene of an accident. One of the defense attorneys says the juror also told him that jurors were confused by the process and expected to be able to tell the judge what they had voted on. The defense attorneys want those two charges dropped. The truck driver who was involved in a crash that killed 7 motorcyclists will get his license back in 2 years. A judge in New Hampshire ruled that Vladimir Zhukovsky will be punished with a 7-year license suspension. Now, that suspension began in 2019, a few days after the crash, which means he will get his license back in 2026. Zhukovsky was acquitted on charges of manslaughter and reckless driving, but as part of the license appeal hearing, a judge found that he drove recklessly. The victims of the crash included a couple from Lakeville, Joanne and Edward Core. Well, we now know the questions that are going to be on the ballot for voters in November. The Secretary of State has certified 4 ballot questions. 1, should Massachusetts eliminate the MCAS exam as a graduation requirement? 2, should rideshare drivers be allowed to unionize? 3, should the state legalize psychedelic substances, also known as magic mushrooms? And the last question would give the state auditor the authority to audit the legislature. All right, one thing we know for sure right now is that it is hot and it is very humid. Let's get a check of our forecast with Eric Fisher.
Air you can wear out there with the high dew points, and tonight we'll stay in the 70s. It's very warm, very humid, very breezy. And by early tomorrow morning, there'll be a chance for a couple passing showers or a quick downpour as well. Then we'll get into increasing sunshine, hazy, hot and humid weather. Clouds will tend to linger toward Cape Cod and the islands throughout the day. Very breezy outside as well. And once the sun comes out, we'll see the temperatures bouncing back to around 90 degrees in the Boston area, back to around 80 along the south coast and the Cape. Very humid outside. A higher rip current risk tomorrow, especially on the south coast. There's a high surf advisory up for the south-facing beaches. On Friday, similar idea, partly sunny skies, a slight chance of a shower or storm, highs close to 90 degrees in many spots. The weekend, well, our highest chance of rain and storms is Saturday. We'll keep temperatures down a bit in the low to mid 80s, but very humid and a good chance of seeing some locally heavy downpours popping up. Sunday looks like the drier, sunnier part of the weekend, and the dew points will fall a bit, so the tropical humidity will fall away for at least one day. It does look like it'll come back next week. Lisa?
All right, Eric, thank you, and thanks for being with us. This has been a WBZ News Update.